Srivastava, Manish Sisodia has been in jail since February of this year. For the last 8 months, he has approached various courts, including lower court, high court, and now the Supreme Court of India, asking for bail. And none of these three-tier courts have found merit in giving him bail. In fact, today, the Supreme Court order rejecting his bail went to the extent of saying that tentatively 338 crores of kickbacks have been established, and Manish Sisodia's role in change of excise policy to benefit certain private players has been recorded. What do you have to say to this? Because the BJP is saying if the charges were not serious enough, then why is Mr. Sisodia not getting bail? He's approached 1, 2, 3. This is the third court that he's approached.
Zaka, first of all, we respect the Supreme Court order, whatever they have given with regard to the dismissal of the bail of Manish Sisodia. The fact remains is, if you recall, on 12th of October, just 18 days before, the court did not have 338 crore money trail. The court never knew that this is the amount which has been, came out to the Manish Sisodia. They never mentioned it. And even the prosecution had not mentioned it that 338 crore has been benefited to the party or to the accused, Mr. Manish Sisodia. But these things are very, very intriguing. That how within 18 days the honorable judge could establish a money trail. I think now the case rests because that just now you have seen the press conference by the Aam Aadmi Party. They are studying the order and they'll be definitely taking the remedial action for this.
No, but Mr. Srivastava, the court has also been extremely scathing. No, once again, it's been extremely scathing. I want to read from paragraph 24. This is a 41-page order where it lists some of the allegations made by the CBI and the ED. And basically, it went on to completely tear apart Mr. Sisodia's defense by saying that rule of law means that laws apply equally to all citizens and institutions, including the state. Rule of law requires equal right to access to justice for the marginalized. The rule of law also mandates objective and free treatment to all. Thirdly, rule of law is a check on arbitrary use of powers. Now, the point is that the court is saying that just because Manish Sisodia is former Deputy Chief Minister or a high-ranking politician doesn't mean that the law of the land cannot apply to him. They have perused the law of the land in this matter, and the honorable judges have come to the conclusion that the charges are grave enough for not granting bail.
That's what I'm saying. I think there is enough of material to come on the board. That is 338 crore. Where is this money? The good point is that where is this money? Is it with the Manish Sisodia? Because they have done thousands of hits everywhere and they could not find out 1 rupee till now. The point is, where is the money gone? Who has got the money? Who is benefited? And certainly
Pratyush
not
Kant, the BJP in the aftermath of today's order at the press conference saying Mr. Kejriwal is the kingpin, Sisodia is just a pawn in this whole thing. Let me ask Pratyush Kant, please. Mr. Srivastava, please yield. That Kejriwal is the kingpin, all fingers are pointing at Kejriwal. May I ask you, Mr. Kant, on what basis are you saying that? Mr. Kejriwal is not named in the charge sheet. He's not an accused in this case, and he has appeared, I think once he was asked to be questioned by the ED and he has appeared in that questioning. If you believe that the investigating agencies have enough material, even on the back of today's order, that Mr. Kejriwal was involved in this, you should go ahead and arrest him. Why are you not doing that?
Zakaji, first thing, let me tell you that even if you're literate, semi-literate or absolutely illiterate, how can you question the Supreme Court like this? Aam Aadmi Party has got into a habit of trying to bulldoze every institution of the country. We are living in democracy, sir. You have problem with the Prime Minister, I can accept that. You have problem with the Home Minister, I can accept that. You have problem with the government, I can accept that. Now, today on your show, we are talking about Supreme Court in such a manner. Supreme Court, whatever they say is the law of the land. And you don't need to be a PhD to understand that. Even if you are semi-literate to understand that. And this is the level of debate they have brought today. That I'm aghast to hear that the AAP spokesperson, then the sympathizer, are questioning Supreme Court in this manner. Sir, they are the honorable judges. They lay the law of the land. they are the protector of the constitution. They are very important people in our country. We survive. Otherwise, we will become like Pakistan. Sir, let me first tell you, they have information much more than you, the journalists, and we, the politicians or spokespersons have. The documents which they see, the documents which they read are totally different from what we are talking here. And
no,
sir,
but Mr.
channel,
Pratyush,
the
point that Ravi Srivastava was asking, the question he was asking, give me 10 seconds, was that the same bench 20 days ago, the same bench completely castigated the ED and said your case will fall in 2 minutes. From that to today's order, what changed is what he's asking.
Sir, what the judges come to know, do we know about it? Are you aware of it as a top journalist of the country? Or am I aware as a spokesperson of a political party? No, sir, we are not. But on your show, they are trying to demolish the Supreme Court of this country. It's extremely painful, sir. Now, I will come back to the question you asked me, sir. The question here is that how the whole thing unfolded. You know, an excise policy was brought. The Supreme Court's judgment today denying the bail is a game changer. They say in the order, and it's a written order, it's not an observation, they say that 338 crore rupees, there is a clear trail. Now they are saying it, they must have seen it, sir. That's why they are saying it. Now it goes on to show that how Manish Sisodia, Kejriwal, they did, the whole game was planned. And once the Chief Secretary realized that here you have an excise policy, the liquor sale has gone double, एक दारू के साथ एक दारू free मिल रहा है, and still the sale is coming down, the government is losing revenue. The Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Mr. Saxena, recommends the case to CBI. The tracks begin, raids happen. Meanwhile, ED joins, more raids happen, more things comes out of the thing. What Bharatiya Janata Party was telling from day one, this is the Mahabhrasht government. And look, Kejriwal ji was saying that we should give Bharat Ratna to Manish Sisodia for making money. Sir, this is just the beginning. The first skeleton has come out. You see many more skeletons coming out, and on your show, I'll be there telling you how this whole thing has happened.
Like I said, the court order today also says 338 crore has been tentatively established. The order also says that the trial has to be completed in the next 6 to 8 months. The court also said that if the trial progresses slowly, then Mr. Sisodia can file for bail again in 3 months' time. Now, generally, my understanding is that bail is not granted. Let me ask Ravi Srivastava, please. Bail is not granted if the accused person is of influence, can tamper with evidence, can influence witnesses. In this case, this gentleman was a former deputy chief minister. Clearly, he is influential enough, and today the court has come to the conclusion that he is influential enough that he is given bail. Then he could potentially tamper with evidence or influence witnesses in this case. That's why they're not giving him bail.
And the trail is clearly
CBI have been investigating the whole case. For last 18 months. What evidences have they collected? How evidences can be destroyed? How witnesses can be influenced?
Are you a High Court judge, sir, or a Supreme Court judge, sir, that they will come and show you? The due process of law in this country takes its own time to happen.
Let it finish. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear. We won't be able
just
to
to
hear.
malign
Let
and
Ravi
pressurize
Srivastava.
the Aam Aadmi Party. That's their basic objective. So that is what they are trying to do. But the fact is that let the trial begin. The things will come out. But here, the Honorable Supreme Court themselves have said that the policy making is a prerogative of a government.
The court is the highest body. That is how
I request again, one at a time. Pratyush ji, I'll come back to you.
Had approved
No, Mr. Srivastava, you're missing the point. Mr. Srivastava, you're missing the point. The point is policy making may be exclusively in the domain of the executive.